What's going on, guys? Time for another She-Ra and the Princesses of Power reaction. Today is Season 5, Episode 5. This episode is called Save the Cat, and obviously since last time our heroes were setting off to go save Catra from Horde Prime, I guess we know what it's about. I'm really excited for this episode because in Episode 3, Catra finally did the right thing. She saved Glimmer and said she was sorry to Adora, and our heroes are now committed to go saving her, but this also makes me worried because she was in the clutches of Horde Prime, and he said that he was going to make use of her, so I'm worried that she's gonna have been like brainwashed in that weird ceremony thing that Hordak went through. But there's only one way to find out, so without further ado, let's get into the episode.
Alert. We are being pulled in by an outside force.
Oh, she does not care at all. She is determined. I like it. Oh, she's just giving herself up.
You won't find anything. I came alone.
Oh.
I hear Horde Prime's been looking for me. Figured it was time we met.
Yeah.
Yes, you will be brought before Prime, and there you will receive your judgment.
Uh-oh. Aha!
Spacesuit testing officially a success. All suits stood up to ship's velocity with 0 loss of life. Wait, what? That was a possibility?
We're in. They didn't find us.
Good. Be quick and don't get caught.
We have really big and pointy ears. You know we heard that, right? We're right beside you, ready to fight. We're gonna win in the end. We gotta find every bit of strength that we have and never let it go. We must be strong. Thank you. Oh, you're too kind.
You will go alone.
God, this is Adora. Keep him talking.
Main hero finally meets the main villain.
Going to be a problem.
Young Ray. Welcome. Sorry, that's just what it made me think of. Oh boy.
Welcome, Adora.
Oh yeah, because she saw Hordak's failed attempts at clones, but she's never seen successful clones.
The heart of Etheria. And if you don't do as I say, then I'll use it and destroy you and your empire for good.
Oh no, he's laughing. That's never good.
Is this a good laugh or a bad laugh? Well, the longer it goes on, the more I think it's a bad laugh.
You would never risk the safety of your Catra.
You don't know me. You don't know what I'm capable of.
Oh, but I do. I am old, far older than you can imagine. My brothers lend me their life force, and when one vessel fails me, I simply elect another. Thus Prime has reigned eternal through the centuries.
Yeah, I figured he was probably doing something like that.
Something so familiar about you, Adora. A face I have not seen in 1,000 years. Not since I faced your ancestors and crushed their once mighty empire beneath my heel. You call them the First Ones. And you are one of them, are you not, Adora?
Okay, so yeah, I had a few ideas running around in my head. Obviously, I was wondering, could Horde Prime be one of the first ones? Another idea I had was that because they weren't able to use the Heart of Etheria, the first one empire was destroyed and replaced by Horde Prime, but I wasn't sure because I didn't know how old he was or how long he's been around, so it seems that I was partially correct in at least one of my ideas. So this probably adds a lot more depth to Mara's decision, because it's very understandable why she did what she did, because in her flashback it just seemed like the first ones were a big bad empire who wanted to use the weapon to expand their reach, and Mara did the right thing. And obviously it was wrong of them to put the safety of Etheria in danger to get what they want, but now there's more depth to it because it's like, no, we're trying to stop Horde Prime, and they were probably gonna, destroy some of the worlds that he had conquered or he had a foothold on to prevent him from spreading, which was still bad, but it's understandable. So now She-Ra now Adora is probably going to be like, oh man, if Mara had let them use the Heart of Etheria, Horde Prime probably wouldn't have taken over the universe. So yeah, this is really interesting. I like that we're learning a little bit more about Horde Prime. Maybe once I unpause, he's going to explain a bit more about his history, and we'll see how Adora reacts to that. So let's just get back into it. She recognized him.
Hordak, that's you, isn't it? I brought it for you. I thought you might need it. Do you recognize it? Do you recognize me?
For Prime sees all.
For Prime sees all.
I cannot connect to the hive mind. I am alone. I am alone. Please, let me accompany you and prove myself worthy to Horde Prime.
No, that's really okay.
Can you open this door?
We're not keeping him.
Was that actually Hordak, or did she just get it mixed up? I'm not sure.
All right then, wrong Hordak. Lead the way.
Okay. I guess he is Hordak.
I thought the first ones were all gone, but clearly some faction remains. That race of tyrants abandoned you on a forgotten planet in a shadow dimension.
I don't fight for the first ones. I fight for my home, for myself, and for my friends. Now for the last time. Where is Catra? Adora? Catra? Where are you?
Of course, your Catra, as she would have said. You are so very predictable. Come here, child.
No.
Hello, Adora.
This is not
What
okay.
did you do to her?
I saw her mind, so ensnared in rage and grief and pain, and I brought her to the light. Isn't that right, little sister?
Catra, you have to fight it!
Don't you see? This is for the best. I'm happy here. You could be happy too.
Let her go.
But first, you must do something for me. You will give me Shira.
Never.
Very well.
How would you even do that?
You have led your friends to destruction.
I saw that.
Go on, bring out Shira, and strike me down.
Strike me down with all of your hatred, and your journey towards the dark side will be complete.
Let me know when you're ready to make a deal.
Oh.
Hey, remember me?
Not really. We go through memory wipes on a regular basis.
It's gonna be okay.
Everything is already okay. We are with Prime now. There is no need for you to suffer, Adora. Come into the light with me. Oh, Adora. How long will you drag this out? You will destroy the ones you love in the process.
It's just like that scene in season 1, episode 11, I think, where Catra was gonna let Adora fall to her death.
Perhaps I will make her my new
vessel,
though she will not last me long.
I am not giving up on you, Catra. No! Adora, you should have stayed away. Why did you come back? We both know I don't matter. You matter to me.
Damn it.
Come on, Catra. You've never listened to anyone in your life. Are you really going to start now? You're such an idiot. Yeah, I know. I'm going to take you home. Promise. I promise. Adora.
Some creatures are destined only for destruction.
Oh yes. Come on.
I'm here. For the honor of Grayskull!
Music! Yes!
You miscalculated.
You done messed up, boy. That is such a beautiful shot.
You're not done. Not yet. Hey, Adora.
Okay, so that's what
In Raptor.
Guys, that was so amazing. I loved that. Where do I even start with this episode? Oh my gosh. I guess I'll just start with the biggest thing. Adora and Catra. I mean, so many emotional highs and lows. It's just, I seriously almost cried. It was so good. It's just so satisfying. You wanted these two to be friends again for the entire series, and like at the end, they genuinely embracing each other as friends for the first time in so long. It was so good. And She-Ra is back. She-Ra's back. Like, not just the little hint that we got in the last episode. She's fully back 5 episodes in, and it's great. I loved it, and I loved getting to hear the She-Ra music again. So yeah, that was wonderful all around. And something else I want to mention that you probably noticed me through my various impressions was similarities to Star Wars. Like, I made a Snoke reference, made a Palpatine reference, and spoilers real quick for The Last Jedi if you happen to have not finished the sequel trilogy, but the scene where Adora finally goes in and meets Horde Prime and he's like, welcome. It felt to me how that scene went is how a lot of fans wish that scene had gone in The Last Jedi, because the main protagonist and the main villain finally meet each other, but then we actually get some of the villain's backstory. Not all of the backstory, you know, just little hints of it, but also how he connects to the main character. Because that was one of the complaints that a lot of fans had with The Last Jedi, is that it didn't reveal any details about Snoke's backstory. I just thought that was interesting. I'm thinking of doing a video at some point that analyzes the similarities between She-Ra and the Princess of Power and the Star Wars sequel trilogy, because even though they are very different, they actually do have quite a bit in common in terms of plot and themes and certain things that happened. So I'm thinking about doing a video that kind of goes into that and maybe shows certain things that I think She-Ra did a little better than the sequel trilogy, because I love She-Ra and I love Star Wars, so that would just be a really good video to try. So I'm definitely thinking about getting around to that at some point. But that's a bit off topic. In the end, I loved this episode so much. This is what I've been wanting to see for so long. As I said before, I usually don't cry when I watch movies and TV shows, even if they do get really emotional, but I came really, really close to time, so it would not surprise me at all if by the end of the season I actually end up bawling my eyes out at something. So I guess we'll just have to see what happens. Catra is okay. She is presumably part of the best friend squad now, although I'm willing to bet that each of the characters have their own beef to work out with her, particularly Adora and Scorpia, so that'll be really interesting to see once they get back to Etheria. I can definitely see why someone in the comment sections of one of my other reactions said that they were excited for me to see this episode. It made me more excited to see it. It was definitely great. This season just keeps getting better and better, and I'm loving it so much. I'm loving it. But what did you guys think of this episode? Feel free to share your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think. Be sure to like, subscribe, and check out my other She-Ra videos over here. It really does mean a lot. As always, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you for the next reaction.